this software is not available for Mac, so if you're using Mac, I think it will not work. But I believe there are some options for Mac as well. So let me show you how I set up this sorts of mouse track, right? So if you go here on the general section, after installing, you can enable which feature you are going to use. General section, after installing, you can enable which feature you are going to use. As I'm not using the zoom feature, I haven't done mouse click short. I use the stroke, right? But how you can show mouse click, it was this teal color animation that you can shape is of section. So whenever section, again I will just add.
You're already using Microsoft 365 in your organization, so why not make the most of your investment?
Hi everyone, Kevin here. Today OBS. Here I am on my PC, and first off, I want to show you how you can get OBS. Once again, it is entirely. Once you finish downloading and installing OBS, go ahead and launch the app. That'll drop you on a screen that looks like this. For those of you who are wondering, well, how am I recording this video today? Well, of course, I'm using OBS. I'm using OBS to record OBS. You can even works. Over on the right hand side, we have a variety of different controls. At this point, we can start streaming to our favorite streaming service. We could also kick off a recording, and in a moment we'll do this. We could also start our virtual camera, and there's something called studio mode you want. Now you might be wondering, what if I just want to record directly to an MP4? That's kind of a pain to record something and then to have to go to Remux. To be able to change the default, you can go up to the File menu, then click on Settings, and then let's click on Output. Within Output, under the recording category, you can change the default recording format. And here, look, you could change it to MP4. Of course, there's a reason why OBS sets MKV as the default. Let's say that maybe you're recording a 2-hour lecture. With MP4, if let's say halfway through the lecture, your computer crashes, well, you're going to
Hey guys, this is James and welcome to
Heyo duckies, Andy here, and today we're looking at how I do the zoom and follow mouse that I do on every single YouTube video. And I'm using it right now and it is silky smooth. It's so easy to get installed, just hit go to download it and it'll take you you over to the GitHub page of blank source, different things like that to improve your guys' experience. Don't worry, you don't need to know anything about that. You just head up here to this download raw file button, which will just be shown. If you can't see that for any reason, then you probably need to make sure you sign in to GitHub. You can see, so definitely stick out for some of them. This will open where all your scripts are located. Yes, zoom to mouse, LUA, and you're going to open that, and we get a ton of options just here on the right. So the zoom source, this is the source that you want to zoom in on. So it's going to be display capture. As you can see, this is a display capture source and it's capturing my second monitor. This down here, don't worry about this. This is a preview so I can actually see what I'm actually recording in OBS. Just so, yeah, it gets a little bit complicated. Don't worry. So inside of this script location here, you can refresh the zoom sources. So if there's any like issues or anything like that, you can refresh it. You can force, well, it says if you highlight over these, they've added tooltips, which is lovely. So click to refresh the internal zoom data. So you can see we're not actually zooming in. So the best thing to do is set up a hotkey first. So we're going to go up to File and go to Settings and go to Hotkeys. Down at the bottom, we should see a toggle zoom to mouse. I'm going to press press number 1 for that, and number 2 for the toggle follow mouse during zoom. So this, press number 1, it'll zoom in. If I zoom back out of that, you can see it's quite zoom. So if you want to just emphasize a point on screen really quick, be like, bum, bum, done. I really like the smooth zoom. Auto follow mouse means that when you zoom in, it will automatically start following the mouse. You don't.
Entra nel mondo gastronomico di Globo con promozioni ogni giorno. Scarica Globo e ordina tutto ciò che vuoi.
Quant à moi, peu dormi, vie débris, mais j'ai dû dormir dans la gouttière où j'ai eu un flash.
One of my favorite pieces of software is OBS, the Open Broadcaster software. OBS is used by pretty much every video content creator. We use it both to record our pre-recorded videos, and of course OBS is the de facto standard for streaming. Simple, much more basic video content creators are going to be impressed with OBS. Is OBS Zoom to Mouse. Actually, it's called OBS Lua Zoom to Mouse because it is a Lua script, and it takes you to this page over at OBS Tools and then to Scripts, and then it's for this monitor we're looking at, which is the second of my 3 monitors. This is the monitor I always record when I record my desktop. So it makes sense for me to do a screen capture here for the Zoom source. Matter of fact, I would suggest pretty much defaulting to using a screen capture for the Zoom effect. Maybe you would do a window capture if you are constantly using one program for your videos, showcasing one single program, and you wanted to source that and have the zoom effect on only that program, then maybe a window capture makes sense. But for most people, you're probably going to want a screen capture. And then you have various settings, speed settings, and things like that you can play with. I thought it was a little jarring. The zoom speed by default, I think, is I just thought it was a little jarring. So you can play with the speed and the zoom effect, and then once you have all of that set, you're going to want to add some key bindings. So if you go to File, and go to Settings. Then you're going to get the pop-up here for your settings. Go to Hotkeys. And if you've imported the script, you should have toggle zoom to mouse and toggle follow mouse during zoom. These will not have a key binding set by default. You need to choose a key binding for them. I chose Alt plus F1 to toggle the zoom to mouse effect to turn it on, and I use Alt F3 to toggle follow mouse. Impressed by this, and it's the zoom to mouse plugin. I think a lot of you other video content creators are going to be impressed by this, and it's the zoom. You want to source, in my case, OBS zoom to mouse.lua, and hit open. Now I've already imported it before, and you can see this window here. You have various settings. The most important setting for OBS zoom to mouse is, and I use Alt F3 to toggle follow mouse during zoom. And the reason I used Alt F1 and F3 instead of Alt F1 and F2 is F1 and F2 are so close together I didn't want to accidentally hit them, so I left a gap there, right? Alt F1 for one effect, Alt F3 for the other. And then let me get out of OBS and let me show you how this works. So let's assume that I'm recording this workspace here, and I've opened up a spreadsheet, just an example spreadsheet. Maybe
Howdy everyone, Prairie Ranger here. Today in this video I'm going to show you how to turn a secondary keyboard into a Mac at all line installer. Now what we're going to want to do is rename this to command. Now the next step requires that we open the commands prompt and we have to run it as administrator. Now that you have command prompt open in administrator mode, what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to find this to install it. So you can't install it just by clicking on it, by the way. So depending on where you install it, mine is installed in C. Howdy everyone, Prairie Ranger here. Today in this video I'm going to show you how to turn a secondary keyboard into a macro board. And this tutorial works with both USB and PS2 keyboards and can also be modified to work with mice as well. It does not have any input lag at all. So I had an old version that used to have input lag, but this one doesn't. So today I'm going to show you how to do it. So first you're going to need a few things. You're going to need auto hotkey, of course, and you're going to need my script. I included a demo script. As well. So first all you gotta do is download things in the link down in the description. And now here's the demo script. You extract this. Good. So first you're going to need a few things. You're going to need auto hotkey, of course, and you're going to need my script, I included demo script as well as interception in order to make it work. This is required, and auto hot interception, which is like Lua macros and secondary keyboard macro master, except it's a lot easier to use and works with PS2 keyboards as well. So first, all you gotta do is download things in the link in the description. And now here's the demo script. You extract this, extract interception, and extract auto hot interception. First thing you're going to want to do is click interception. We'll go into here, and you'll notice there's a folder called command line installer. Now what we're going to want to do is rename this to command. Now the next step requires that we open the commands prompt, and we have to run it as administrator. Now that you have command prompt open in administrator mode, what we're going to want to do